Happy Monday and happy Memorial Day, everyone. This is Bryan Devore, Devore Realty Group, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, California Properties, with another Monday market moment. We're kind of back in the swing of things from my trip. And this week, we're going to answer the question, which zip code has appreciated the most over the last year? We'll get to that in just a couple minutes, but first, let's look at the latest stats. Right now, we have 3,941 homes for sale throughout San Diego County. It's an increase of 49 from last week, with a median list price of $1,025,000, no change. Average days on market, 41, one more day than last week. Pending sales, 2410, an increase of 18 from last week, with a median list price of $899,000, 625, lower than it was last week. Average days on market, 23, one fewer day. Months of inventory actually went down a little bit. We were just over 2 months of inventory. Now we are at 1.92 months of inventory, still very much in seller's market category. And then we have total actives and total pendings on the chart. We can kind of see it's leveling off a little bit. We'll see what happens next week if the trend continues. Since last week, we saw 798 homes come on the market. Median list price of those homes was $974,900, higher than it was the week before. New pendings, 448, 12 more than we had the week before that went into escrow. Median list price of $922,000, 450, higher than the week before. Average days on market of the homes that went pending in the last week, 18, two fewer days than the ones that went pending the week prior. New pendings listed within the last week, 24. New pendings listed within the last 2 weeks, 233. So 5% of homes are selling in a week or less, and 52%, just over half of the homes, are selling in 2 weeks or less. How many homes closed escrow last week? 414. And we had a median list price of those homes, $931,500, and a median sales price of $929,500. Average days on market, 22. The least expensive sale was in Allied Gardens, I believe. In the 4 years we've been doing the Monday market moment, it's the first time that Allied Gardens came in, $190,000. Most expensive sale was in La Jolla, as it was the week prior. Last week or 2 weeks ago, was $35 million. This week it was $17 million. Here's a chart showing new actives, new pendings, and new closed sales. You see the number of new actives, new inventory, a little lower than it was the week before. Here's the chart showing median list price and median sales price. Last week had gone down quite a bit. This week back up again. All right, this week we're going to talk about the HomeDex report provided by the North San Diego County Association of Realtors. This report breaks the county up into 4 different quadrants. And this is the report for April. And you can see the East County quadrant, median sales price was up 10.7%. Metro, which is downtown and areas around there, was up 7.8%. North County was up 15.8%. And South County was up 6.3%. You can see days on market was down for all of them except for South County was higher, actually. Number of closed sales kind of bounced around. Each quadrant was a little bit different than the others. Looking at each quadrant separately, East County, you can see the homes for sale. We had last year many fewer homes for sale than the year before, but this year higher, just a little bit, 7 more homes for sale this April versus last April. Closed sales was down over last year. Metro, same thing. More homes for sale this April versus last April. Closed sales were actually up a little bit. North County, more homes for sale. You sense the pattern here than it was last year. Still below where it was a couple years ago, though. Closed sales was higher than it was the year prior. And then finally, South County, again, more homes for sale. So all the quadrants have more homes for sale this year than last year, but still fewer than it was the year before. Closed sales were actually down in South County this April versus last April. Here's a great chart that shows detached single-family homes and then attached single-family homes. April of last year versus this year, you can see for the detached homes, 18% more listings than we had the year prior. Pending sales up just a little bit. Closed sales was up 5%. Days on market down almost 21%. Median sales price up 14.1%. And the months of inventory, 1.8. So it's a little bit more than it was the year prior. Attached homes, kind of similar. New listings actually up 29.4%. Pending sales up 2.6%. I think more people are gravitating towards attached homes because they're more affordable, hence more pending sales. You can see the median sales price was up 6.3%. Months of inventory about the same as for the detached homes, 1.9%. Okay, which zip code had the most appreciation this April versus last April? Actually, we'll get to that in just a second. This chart, I forgot about this one. I want to include this. Median sales price over the last several years, if you look at the beginning of 2019 to now, or April, you can see how much prices have gone up. We've talked about it a lot, but this graph really drives the point home. For the detached homes on the left, the attached homes on the right, you can see how much they really went up. They did go down last year when rates were going up. We did see a dip in prices, but it didn't last very long, and it's continuing the same trajectory as we had been on before. Okay, now the zip code with the most appreciation. That's in North County, and that is Rancho Santa Fe 92091. An increase of 86.4%. Now, that represents 7 sales, so not a huge sample size. And as we know, median list price can vary quite a bit depending on the mix of properties that do sell. But if you look at just the numbers of which one had the highest percentage of increase, it was Rancho Santa Fe. Now, Pacific Beach had 55%. Carlsbad had, one of the zip codes in Carlsbad had 35%. So there were some big increases over last year, but Rancho Santa Fe was number 1. That's it for this week's Monday Market Moment. Don't forget to scan the QR code to track your home's value with the HomeBot program. If you have any questions, give me a call. Otherwise, look forward to seeing you next Monday in the next Monday Market Moment. Have a great day.
Thanks for watching Monday Market Moment with Bryan Devore. To request a transcript of this week's report, send an email to brian@devorerealtygroup.com.